The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, March 17th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and available in 40 different states. Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Play their fantasy pick-up for a chance to win 100 times the amount of money you entered. NBA, NHL, college hoops, and much, much more. Sign up today using the promo code SGPN. You get a 100% deposit match. We're also brought to you by Champs. Run your own March Madness pool and enter Champs free bracket contest for a chance to win $1,000. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/champs to enter today. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is John Sally, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, March 17th. It's the greatest sport on the face of the fucking planet. It's the greatest sport on the face of the planet. I'm exhausted. I'm fucking exhausted, and it feels great. Can't wait to watch the ending of this UT Arlington Grand Canyon game. Man, this sport is just the best fucking sport. It's the best sport on the fucking face of the planet. Folks, youtube.com/the college experience. You can watch this show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I see 200 people in here. Hit that shit. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swing and Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Yes, yes, yes. It is sad that was the last Pac-12 game. I'll be honest. That is sad. But everything else is fucking amazing about college hoops. It's really fucking amazing. I mean, just it's. Do you remember that Saturday Night Live skit where Chris Farley's like living in a van down by a river, and David Spade and Christina Applegate show up as the kids to Phil Hartman, rest in peace. And they say that they have this speaker that wants to talk to him. And he's been downstairs in the basement drinking coffee for the past 12 hours. Right. And Chris Farley comes out like a fucking maniac. That's the way I feel about how many college basketball games I've watched over the past like 5 days. I'm exhausted, but happily exhausted. And it's just going to be a lot of fun to talk about all this shit. Almost knocked over the soundboard. Let's get into it. But I am joined by my co-host. He's a few hours away from hopping on a flight to Las Vegas. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Like you said, hit the early flight here, flight out of the RVA at 9 a.m. and I'll be wheels down in Las Vegas before Selection Sunday And like I said a couple nights ago, we only got this game right now. We only got 5 tomorrow. So enjoy them while we have them, every second of it.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
I mean, first off, let me just make sure I'm gonna not fuck this up. Tuesday and Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. this week. We will be live from a different bar than I originally thought. And it sounds suspect, but it's great. We will be live from Horse Trailer Hideout in the Arts District of Las Vegas. I promise you there is no donkey show. As far as I know, at least. Horse Trailer Hideout, 6:30 p.m. We'll be live there. Come on out. I'll buy you a fucking beer. We can bullshit. 6:30 Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday, we're just doing the SGP show. We're putting it out on both. Putting it out on both feeds.
Who knows? We might do a show from our hotel rooms.
Maybe we'll figure it out. But Tuesday and Wednesday, 6:30 at the Horse Trailer Hideout Saloon. All right.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, let's go. Las Vegas,
Be there,
Nevada.
be square.
So
Let's go.
Tuesday, Wednesday, that place. Thursday, Friday, Westgate, Hoops Madness, live stream. Come, fucking photobomb us during it. Or if you're not going to be there, join us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. I don't know what else we're streaming it to, if anything else. Both here and Sports Gambling Podcast. Check it out.
Yeah. I mean,
if you get a case of the FOMO.
Yeah. I mean, we're just killing it. I mean, life's just grand. All right. Noah Bieniek. Look at him. He's got the hat ready for the prostitutions circle of prostitutes that we're bringing in. Prostitutions.
We gotta watch that now, because this is the time where my TMZ friends and family tune into the show.
Oh.
You were joking around about like whether I like it or not, because my mom's watching. She might be watching now. I have no idea. Hi, Mom.
Oh,
hi, Mom. I made it.
They're just talking.
Wait.
Mud on your turtle.
She doesn't want you to get a prostitute?
I have no idea. I've never asked her straight up. Have you?
That's a conversation. Yeah.
I've never asked your mom, but I know many mothers out there are pro. Less to worry about, You do a test beforehand too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm going back to making blind resume graphics.
Don't worry. We'll get to Purdue here in a minute. Your fucking ass is going to be right back in here with these refs.
So now he's telling me we can't talk about the prostitutes.
No, those refs were kind of bad in overtime today. Leading up to it, not
oh
extremely
my God.
not
oh my
terrible.
God, that one call.
Overtime, it was
the one call might be the worst call in the history of basketball.
We could thank I think his name's Jeffrey Anderson, the high knees referee. We can thank him for that atrocious circus atmosphere.
Such a bad call. All right, we can start there. I pissed away money here. Wisconsin 76, Purdue 75. A horribly refereed game. Yeah, great game. All these games today were bangers. Your thoughts, man?
How does Purdue just let Chucky be wide open for a wide open layup at the end of regulation? That was puzzling.
The putback dunk too. It's like no one's boxing out. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, Purdue a little sleep at the wheel. It may be a blessing in disguise. Like Noah tweeted that they Virginia lost the year that they won the national championship. Sometimes we see this, but everybody said I was a little too hard on Noah last night for talking about how Purdue gets every fucking call. I hope everybody watched that game today, because that was a shit show travesty. How out of control they coddle and protect Purdue, and they're not going to get that whistle next week in the next couple weeks, so they better play better.
Oh, they're done. I'm not buying one fucking bit. Now, I will say this. It's good to lose. Like I was on a show tonight talking about this, saying like, if I'm a Houston fan or a Carolina fan, maybe Carolina can make the argument they're playing for a 1 seed. Yeah. I would rather get my loss done right now and then go into it. But I still think Purdue lacks athleticism. and I think they lack coaching chops come tournament when you take on teams that aren't as stapled as the Big Ten. Great game though. Shout out to the Badgers. Let's talk about this Badgers for a second. What's the ceiling on the Badgers? What's the ceiling on this Badger team?
Which version? Because remember, so they won 3 in a row when they got to Minneapolis. Before that, they had lost 8 out of 11. 8 out of 11. They couldn't win a game in fucking February. Maybe they found themselves in that last Purdue game where I thought they actually played pretty well. But it's just impossible to win at Mackey. Sweet 16. What do you think?
Yeah, I got asked this question on a show today. Did like 20 shows today, dude. And I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, shit. The right scenario, they could go to the Final Four, but I don't trust them. But I mean, they're playing great right now. But
yeah,
you know, that wasn't that long ago they played in the national championship. No, I think this team's much worse, but still your path. Anything matters. I need to see a bracket. I need to see a bracket before all this shit.
Noah, any thoughts on your Boilermakers?
I think my tweet summed it up pretty well. It's per destiny. All right.
Per destiny. You bringing those Big Ten officials with you?
You get one extra day to heal up. Both Braden Smith and Zach Edey got a little nicked up in the Big Ten tournament. Not something that you love to see, but this team can do it all. UConn can do it all. Houston can do it all. North Carolina's close. Those 3 teams that lost, UConn looks like just an absolute buzzsaw. But the 3 teams that lost, I'm right there with you guys. I agree with you. It's good to take an L before the NCAA tournament. And there's also there's a trend where teams that lose the first game of the conference tournament don't win the national championship. But there's also a trend where the teams that win their conference tournament also don't win the national championship. So
yeah,
you want to kind of be
I
right
don't really buy into that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because no, there was a team recently though that went to the national championship that lost.
It was San Diego State last year.
And they lost in the first round.
Oh, San Diego State won the conference tournament.
No, I'm talking about the one that lost in the first round. There was one in the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years that lost. I don't know if it was it Michigan
that won it all.
They lost in the national championship game. Someone did.
Texas Tech lost in the national championship game that year.
And they should have won that fucking national championship.
Yeah. So I mean, you want to know who won that year? Virginia.
Yeah, they had a horseshoe up their ass.
Yeah.
Per destiny.
Oh boy. You want to talk about per destiny? I'll give you your per destiny. That is the Brown Bears. All right.
Yeah.
Brown guys.
Brown guys are rolling. Where the fuck
Holy
this come
shit.
from?
I'm glad I took the points. I should have took the money line. God damn, dude.
I have 20-1.
Dude. I mean, 3 minutes into this game, it was like what, 20-4.
It was over.
I was like, good God.
It was over like 6 minutes in.
They got fucking George Gervin playing for them. What the hell is going on? Princeton, it's been fun. And shout out to hold on, let me try to pull this up. Shout out to I enjoy our chat, even when I believe they're wrong. I enjoy it. So I would encourage your thoughts on any of these, you know, if you're out there listening, hop on over there and argue with us. Arguing is fun. And shout out to Jeff Sharp, who was arguing, saying, isn't Princeton also a factory, giving Vermont and Colgate so much? Oh no, he says just Vermont so much love and Princeton no love. Makes no sense to me. Well, first off, the Ivy League hasn't been doing a tournament very we're just going with the regular season champ, like a bunch of dumbasses. So, but Princeton has only won the Ivy 3 times in the past decade, right? Vermont's won 5 conference tournaments in the past decade. They've actually won a lot more if you add in the regular season, way more than Princeton. Not comparable in my opinion. despite Princeton having postseason success, I know the UCLA game, I know the Georgetown game back in the day. It's just, it's not the same to me. Yeah, obviously Arizona last year. They're better in the NCAA tournament for sure, but like Vermont owns the American East. Princeton does not own the Ivy League. If anything, Harvard's had great runs. Penn's had great runs. Yale's had good runs. So it's a bit different to me. Colgate and Vermont are comparable, and maybe you could throw Eastern Washington in there. I don't know. Or Texas Southern, we thought, but not comparable in my opinion. Would you say the same, Mac?
Yeah, Harvard's gone through a phase where they dominated the league, and I wouldn't say that they're a blue blood. They are a solid, probably the best one in that league, but I wouldn't say they're a blue blood like fucking Vermont and Colgate. Vermont and Colgate are almost on like a Gonzaga level, what they've done in their league.
Yeah. That's all we're saying here. And I know Princeton's got a good program. So, how about Brown though, man? Let's talk about this 7-game stretch, because during this 7-game stretch, they now have wins against Princeton, at Yale, at Cornell, Penn, Harvard. Okay, there was shitty Columbia and shitty fucking Dartmouth in there, but they beat every single good team in the Ivy. They've beat on this 8-game run or 7-game run, whatever the fuck it was. 7-game run. I'm glad I hit. I wish I would have played the money line. I wish I could go back in time and play the money line, but I didn't think it would hit. I just thought the points would hit. What was your thoughts on this game, man?
They dominated, and we talked about that. Brown was one of those teams all year that we thought was better than their record. Like the eye test, they popped, and they had.
I thought that last year too, though. Last year, I thought that too. Yeah. And
Rob's making a good point. They're older, so I mean they've had a unbelievable stretch. They won at Yale last week because they're going to play tomorrow, so it's going to be interesting just seeing a rematch on just a short amount of time. But yeah, great win for Brown. Sucks for Princeton that they were the 1 seed. They're going to go home, but I mean they went on their run last year when they weren't the 1 seed, got in the tournament, so went to Sweet 16.
Yeah. The system did fail us, though. I'll transition into Vermont because they did not cover by 2 points there. I even had 6.5 and I still didn't hit. Lowell came to play today, man. Yeah, when Vermont got out early, Vermont got out to like an 8 or 9 point lead very early. And I went to take a piss, came back, and this game was tied. And Lowell was, I'll be honest, watching the first half, I thought Lowell was going to win that game. I was like, they're way more athletic. Shout out to for the gut check though at halftime and the Catamounts down the stretch making the plays to win the game. This is a fun watch. I love college basketball. I really hope all the future change doesn't fuck this thing up, because god damn was today awesome. This whole week was awesome.
Yes, it was.
This game was everything that makes college basketball great. I mean, this wasn't even one of the better games of the day. It was just perfect though. Still, I enjoyed watching this game. I enjoyed seeing the home environment of Vermont being lit and just a fun basketball game. What was your thoughts on this game?
Great game, like you said. I thought Lowell was right there. Really controlled the game, but Vermont's culture, Beckner. I mean, how many America East have they won in a row now? 8. Like I said, I mean, who else does that other than Kansas and Gonzaga in their respective leagues? And I guess Colgate has been slowly getting to that level as well. From a league aspect, they dominate this league. They find a way, and they didn't play that well today and still found a way to win. So we'll see how many people fall in love with them in Colgate once again, because they never win their NCAA tournament game.
Not athletic, dude. Wait, Vermont got somebody. Who was it? Was it Syracuse?
Well, yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
But like in the last 5-6 years when they've been in it every year, everybody
Colgate
wants
had Tennessee on the fucking ropes, pushed them to overtime. Oh my god. Yeah. Patrick Tomlinson in the chat says he gives us $5. We're grateful for that. But hot take, I've never found Norm Macdonald funny and was pretty sure all my comedy friends who did were either nuts or screwing with me. Well, the best part about art is it subjective? But personally, I think you're fucking insane. I don't think there's many people that ever walked planet Earth that were as good as comedians, and just knowing, like he was, to me, just on another level. To me, like he's just on another level than almost every comedian. So, but that's what I'm saying. Art is horseshit. You know what I mean? In a way, to quote Charles Bukowski, great art is horseshit, because who knows? It's, you throw it out in the universe and boom, some like it, some don't, and you move on. You know what I mean? But Norm Macdonald, I'm telling you, I think is one of the greatest comedians of all time, in my opinion, which means nothing. So just, yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
I appreciate the $5.
Yeah.
I don't, but I mean, to me, like if you, I mean, and I don't know if Patrick, he said he's comedian friends. I don't know if Patrick does stand up or not, but when you get, to me, the more you dive into the craft, the more you appreciate how good he is, in my opinion, or how good he was, past tense. And he was also a hell of a nice guy, but that has nothing to do with being a great comedian. Shout out to Jay giving us $10. Thank you, fellas. Live from or live money line play. Yes. And wait, let's I gotta show this. Forgot Noah's building shit. He's got Lincoln Logs going on in the background. But yeah, appreciate you, Jay. And look, $5 bonus bet into 260 there, 267. Don't forget about that 7. Let's go. Next up, we lost money on St. Joe's. VCU. This was a fun game.
Great game.
VCU couldn't make a free throw down the stretch. I thought they were going to blow it for a second. Fun game. Shout out to VCU. I love VCU's program. I lost money here, but to be honest, I think this is karma. I still secretly, circle of trust here, I still secretly hate St. Joe's for firing Phil Martelli. Right?
Oh yeah.
So like, to me, I'm like, I love VCU's program. I know I bet on St. Joe's, thought it was the right side. I was wrong, but kind of secretly rooting for VCU. Yeah, I just love their program. To me, they do it right. They need to start their football program. But anyway, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Odom is turning into one of the really good tournament coaches. What he did at UMBC, obviously, Utah State last year. But it was St. Joe's was right there. I mean, this game was a flip of a coin. VCU made enough plays. 22-12, they get Duquesne with the shot to go back to the dance. Amazing.
Shout out to JJ, who said he met you at the Dayton game. Said, "Let's go Rams."
Oh yeah. That was a good night. That was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a win for VCU. That really got them going.
Yeah.
Cheers, my friend.
Then, yeah, there we go. We covered Mississippi State. Auburn, a little dust up in this game too. A little fun dust up. There we go. Patrick Tomlinson gives us another $5. Says, "Look me up on this site if you want to see real comedy." Okay.
That sounds like a scam.
Yeah. I mean, I'll type your name in there. Not clicking on anything you send me, good sir.
Yeah.
Unless it's the $5. I'm joking, but
or whatever.
Yeah. It's a lemon party right there. But no. Dude, if you do stand up, that's fantastic. All right. Where are you at, Patrick? Assuming you do stand up. Mac, your thoughts on this Auburn Mississippi State game?
Great game too. Mississippi State gave them all that they fucking could have. I mean, it was Mississippi State hit them in the mouth. Jans had those guys ready to play. Auburn just had too much, and it's a tough matchup for Mississippi State. They're just Auburn is just so chaotic when you watch them.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude. I'm so mad at Howard not hitting. Did you see the foul on the 3-pointer? That was not a fucking foul, man. The bullshit.
I don't know why some of these players don't get near these guys when they're up 4.
It was still stupid. It was still very stupid. But I don't believe that was a foul. I believe the guy. I just don't think we should call. So for some reason, it seems like the 3-point shot specifically it's you have this spot where I don't feel like 20 years ago this was a thing where you would try to go into the defender.
Oh, they love
purposely. I hate it. I hate it being called personally because I think they should not call it because to me, if you're going out of your way doing that, you're not even focusing on the shot. You're trying to just, and I don't know. I thought that call was cheap. We lost the cover on that, but luckily, wait, let me just make sure I'm accurate. Luckily, I had good old Howard, the Bison. I think you might have too. At what was my value on this? Plus 450. I'll play some music for that. Gave it away on this very show.
Is that back to back for them? Yeah,
it is. It is. So still had a very good day considering the money lines and the your conference futures hit today. So, yeah, I mean, I felt like the game should have hit too though, but fun game. Delaware State, great run. You got something good there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this one, man?
Yeah, I had Delaware State plus points, but I had Howard to win the league, so win-win for me. We'll see with Howard. I mean, they got their feet wet last year because I thought that they were in the tournament last year because I remember Kamala Harris talked to them. That's how I remember that for some reason. And yeah, it's like get her out. Just kidding. Not really though. No wonder they got their ass.
I love how you remember that of all things.
Yeah, I just remember being like, why the fuck is she in their locker room before the fucking game? Like, aren't you worried about fucking beating your fucking opponent? Get her the fuck out of there. But got their feet wet, and
it reminds me of when we were spending millions of dollars on college football, like millions and millions and millions. Some say billions of dollars on college football to deem who the national champion was. And all of a sudden, you're reading the list. You're like, "Hey, Frank Beamer, Barry Alvarez, oh, Condoleezza Rice, what?
Yeah,
Condoleezza Rice named this team worthy of a national championship and a playoff spot. Wait, who? Jerry Rice? No, Condoleezza Rice. Really? The fuck does she have to do with football? Oh, well,
did she watch a game? Yeah,
she likes football. Well, so does a shit ton of other Americans, but they don't have a fucking vote. Good God. Still makes me want to vomit. I can never take the sport serious. I can never take the sport that serious. And I love college football, but I always have to remind myself that the world is super stupid, super fucking stupid. Anyway, continue on.
But yeah, congrats to Howard. Back to back. That's impressive. That's job well done. That's a game ball worthy. I'll tell you what, this game is unbearable to watch. This fucking Arlington Grand Canyon game. They have called about 700 fucking fouls. I feel like I'm watching a goddamn Purdue game. It's fucking. They started this shit at fucking at 11:30. It's 1:30 and there's 8 minutes left.
I gotta say too, we're gonna get to that game or this game in like a second or two. The UAB game was a foul fucking fest too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Shout out to Howard though. And then my future stays alive because the Yale Bulldogs get it done against Cornell 69-57. The defense put the clamps on that big red freshman bullshit. Who'd you take in this game?
Yale. I love Yale actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Almost was like one of our favorite plays of the day.
Let's go.
Let's just big red shit out of here.
Yes.
Get it out.
I mean, Dreadmore's such a fucking jackass here. I mean,
I had a winning
who
day.
Who cares, dude? Yeah. I mean, do you realize how good we've been over the past 72 hours? Like to nitpick. It just makes me wish like a fucking tornado takes
Second
down
of
your
all,
fucking
there's
house tonight.
9 minutes left in this fucking game.
Yeah.
too.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah, wait a
And you
minute.
still-
The number is 6.5. It's just 8-point game. They got 2 free throws. We'll see what happens.
It's like,
At this
dude,
rate, they're gonna lose though.
I mean,
because
if you're naysaying here, like, okay, you can pick out. We're gonna have a loser. We will have a bet that does not hit almost every single night of the season. I'd say that's probably 100% of the time because we bet a shit ton. To circle one, that one that hasn't even hit, but he did this before. This is the second time I've seen his comment. He did this before on our Texas Southern pick. You're just a fucking jackass, man. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that you comment because I enjoy the content. I enjoy arguing. But it's fucking hilarious to me that you would come in with that as your goal. That's the highlight of your life. I'm glad we can fill that fucking void for you.
is that the one you went off on the one night?
I don't even know. Maybe. You know what I mean? But it's just fucking hilarious. It's like we've given out amazing fucking plays over the past 3 or 4 days specifically. But I mean, all season really. And the record would back us up because we keep track of it by a third party. Yeah. And that third party is not Condoleezza Rice, might I add. Hey, Dreadmore.
What party is she in?
Yeah, Stanford's never really had a party, in my opinion. She's a Stanford grad. She's probably Anyway,
what do they drink and consume at these parties at not really Stanford?
wine coolers were invented for Stanford, right? If I had to guess.
Probably.
If I had to guess.
Wine coolers, Trulies,
To be fair,
White Claws.
I did go to Stanford's campus once. I was dating a doctor that was at Stanford. She was maybe very smart in one realm, but not the smartest in the other. Anyway, that's for a summer session. But what the fuck am I talking about here? Anyway, what were we talking about? I feel like we were talking about something, but Yale's good.
Oh, Yale's good.
Yeah. And they're smart too. A lot of doctors over there. But I feel like we were going to make a point about something. I don't fucking remember. Yeah. Oh, Dreadmore. Yeah. I don't remember if it was him or not in the first one, but
I think Dreadmore was on one of your rants, if I remember correctly. I think
maybe
go back to your cardboard box along the lines of that.
High chance.
-110 that happened.
Oh, we're doing it. Is this a college basketball show? My apologies. Dreadmore, we welcome you here, buddy. We welcome you. And I welcome your stupidity as well. We also, he didn't pick this one out. Notice he didn't pick out this one. UAB money line. Fuck you. Boom. The Kennedys are undefeated in Dallas in the 2020s. And by the way, we should really talk about this actually. I mean, first off, the AAC is fantastic, but I give me a second. I'm going to pull up a nugget that I thought was interesting. So since 2014, UAB has won 35 games in March, ranking 18th nationally and first in the AAC. Shout out to UAB, keeping the program good. Your thoughts on everything I just spewed out of my fucking mouth?
Yes, I am a bias, but also is true. Andy Kennedy is one of the most underrated basketball coaches in America. Go back and look what he did at Ole Miss. He won 20 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in 13 years. And the other time he won 19 games, 16 games. He had a winning year every year except for the year that he was fired. And now at UAB, 22-7, 27-8, 29-10, 21-11. He gets shit done. He overachieves every year, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, they show up. Someone was asking me. So, FYI, I don't know if you guys ever watch VCU or the Sports Grid, and they're kind of competitors. I don't know if they're friendly or not, but I whore myself out there, and I did a record 6 shows, 6 guest appearances on the Grid today, and 2 on VCU. And one of those ones did ask me a question of about UAB, saying, "What is it? How would you diagnose this UAB team? Are they legit?" And I go, "Well, they could lose to anyone, and I mean anyone in college basketball. Houston Christian could beat them right now, probably. But if it's a big game and you put that shit on nationally televised for the most part,
they're getting up.
They'll show up. Now, that doesn't always mean they'll win. See the Memphis game 2 weeks ago, but they did have a 26-point lead in that game. They show up when the spotlight's on them. And that's part of my handicap today was I just thought, man, nationally televised game, we're all going to be watching this game. There's only a few games on. They're going to fucking win today. And sure enough, they did. And that was a lock battle win, by the way. Do you know that?
Who had South Florida? Noah?
Dun 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 dun.
Bieniek had South Florida.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
We knew that they weren't going to win the tournament. They overachieved so much this year that they were bound to have one night where they didn't make shots at a high clip like they usually do. So great year. I mean, it sucks that they're going to miss the tournament.
Yeah. They were such a fun team too. Like Case and Pryor was on fire again tonight too. Grabbing boards left and right.
And I'll be honest, some of those texts were absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, that game was a joke to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do this is almost
that was worse in my opinion than watching Purdue. Like giving texts is ridiculous, especially if you have to go and review the tech. If it wasn't bad enough to call it on the floor the first time, why are we going to review it in slow-mo and then determine if it's a tech or not?
Can I go back to my get off my lawn side of things that I go on every night while I have cocktails? I think this is all like a chain effect from not wanting to do the NIT. We're all so over, I could get injured. We're so over the top on this shit.
Yeah.
None of those should have been technical fouls. Even the one with the kid from Kennesaw State. What's his last name? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Youngblood.
Oh,
I don't even
from Kennesaw. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that looked really bad, but I don't think it was intentional.
No.
And to me, And to me, it's unfair. It's unfair because now we even have replay, so you can see that it's unintentional. Before, like in real time, I was like, "Oh shit, tee him up." On replay, I'm like, "No, actually, I think he didn't mean to." Right? But then these, like I said, it goes back to the conversation of I feel like no one has guts. I think the refs are terrified that if they didn't do that, they'd be scrutinized. But it's okay to be scrutinized. All right. We just had that jackass in the chat a second ago talking shit to us about some of our plays. It's okay. All right. It's okay to be fucking scrutinized. Don't just follow a fucking trend. That they kind of ruined that game. Don't get me wrong. I think UAB would have won that game. They were up a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
But you did kind of ruin the fucking game with all these fucking texts, Like some of it was like an assistant coach or he stepped over the line or some shit. Shut the fuck up, man. We want to watch the game. And you took it out of our hands and he fouled out like a minute later because of that. And I don't think he even knew that he picked up a personal because of the tech. Anyway, your thoughts.
Yeah, it was like West Virginia and Cincinnati earlier in the week when they just teeing guys up left and right. It's like, dude, come on. And then we go to the fucking monitor every fucking other play to fucking review these F1s that, he's going for a block shot and his elbow may have skimmed his fucking nose.
We're so over the top. We're so fucking over the top.
I'm telling you, replay is the worst thing that happened in sports. It's the worst. First of all, they get the call wrong more than they get it right with replay. So, and all they do is just slow down the momentum in the flow of the fucking game. It's awful.
Yeah.
I wish it never had been created. And part of the game is bitching about the refs.
I agree.
That's part of it. Yeah. Now we just bitch about
I
the
blame
review.
fucking camera phones.
Yes.
Saw that shit. I want beepers back, man.
Beepers.
I like beepers and pagers because you were in charge of shit. No, but you're right, man. I mean, I do feel passionately about beepers and pagers, but no, you're right. And I just feel like they stole that game from. We might have had a classic. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you basically just put it out of reach over kind of ticky tack bullshit. Anyway, we're hanging around.
Down to 4.
Hanging around.
Come on, Mavericks.
We ate shit on St. Bonaventure. This game was closer down the stretch, but shout out to Duquesne.
Where the fuck did this Duquesne come from?
I don't know, but they haven't been since like the 70s. I think 77, 76, one of the two. CJ Sullivan's texting me all the time. Shout out to the man in the box, the bet detective. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. Next up, a nice win for Duquesne. I ate shit there. This one absolutely drove me fucking insane.
Sorry to interrupt you. Real quick, is the bet detective going to Las Vegas?
He will be in Las Vegas. Not just on like Monday and Tuesday, but
dude, the Dukes might be in it. The Dukes might be in it.
Oh yeah. Watch out. Get the
hey, I'll jump on the Pitt school bandwagon with him. I'll root for the Dukes.
The bet detective CJ Sullivan.
I went and saw a game. I had press credentials for a Dukes game earlier this year against Princeton. Believe it.
There you
Somebody
go.
from the city of Pittsburgh's got to go dancing. Yeah, let's go.
Hold on. Let me pour more whiskey.
Shut up. Now, they have not been to the tournament since 2012 when my guy Ronnie Everhart was coaching him. I saw that stat. I was like, holy shit. It's been a minute. Dan Brought, man, in my opinion, he's a good coach. It's just they've been so up and down. I think he struggles with the portal era. Me personally, he is an older school coach. I don't know. Maybe this is his last run. I could see him hanging it up here soon.
Let me say this, man. I don't think he's a bad coach. I don't think he should be fired by any means. But I can't help myself that I think 4 or 5 years ago, he had Eric Williams, who went to like Oregon after. He had like 3 or 4 guys that hit the portal. All of them were studs. Williams stands out in my memory. In my opinion, they were by far. Actually, it had to be further than that because it was pre-Dayton. So it was probably like 2017 or 18. I thought they were hands down the most talented team in the conference, and they didn't. They were fucking horrible. Like,
you know what he is? He's one of those guys, kind of like Tab Boyle that we talk about, older school guys.
Yeah.
They're better with a less talented roster that will buy into their
that's fair. That I'll agree with. And I'm not at all saying he should ever be fired because I think he's a good basketball coach. But dude, the next 2 games to me, I had Texas A&M and I felt great about it. And
like 20.
And of course I'm doing a show. Someone's asking me, so who are you on in this Texas A&M Florida game? I was all over Texas A&M. Yeah, they're up 14 right now. And I go, it was a smart handicap. Buzz Williams can make them feel uncomfortable. Well, Pick Dundee's a fucking idiot because Florida got comfortable and they got very comfortable and they scored like 1,000 points in the second half. Hey, what was the fucking name of the guy that was talking shit? Pick out this one because it's even worse. If you saw me on live fucking television today saying, no, Texas A&M was a genius play. All right. This was brutal. This was absolutely brutal.
Fucking brutal,
absolutely
man.
Fucking brutal, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, when we're out there in Vegas next week, every time now, if the team's a 15 seed and they go down double digits, that's different. But if it's a single digit line and the team goes down fucking 15 in the first 10 minutes, I'm live betting the other side. Because how many of these fucking teams have come back from down 15, down 16 in the first half, and they come back and sometimes win by double digits? I've seen more of that this year than ever before.
I was stressed out with this game. This is where I wish I didn't live in LA. And I wish I could just go to the backyard and like shoot off an AK-47 into the air because I needed to get rid of the, like I needed to get rid of fucking stress. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, stop it. Someone get a stop. Guard the guy, guard the guard, get over there. Every possession, I was just stressing out. It's horrible. Just need a machine gun. Need a machine gun. They don't tell you that about machine guns. They're stress relievers. And see, that's what I'm saying. The system's against you. They think, you got problems. You go see a shrink. Best shrink is a fucking AK-47 to the sky, not to people, as far as I know. But
these are my favorite, by the way. When we argue right side, when somebody wins a bet and they come back from 16, Florida was not clearly the right side. They're getting fucking drilled in the first half. It's a great comeback. Congrats on your win. I would not say that they were clearly the right side.
Yeah. Hang on.
I gotta say we've got a barn burner breaking out in the WAC. Final game of the night. Game. 3-point game at the under 4, 70-67 Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Shout out to Homie Tunes. Homie Tunes is a loyal listener, but I think you misread me here. I took Brown, but when the game started at 8 a.m. because the morning show did, I was kind of advising. Like I thought, I didn't think Brown would win the game. To be clear, like I understand, I was saying like, if you're on Princeton, you want to take Princeton, and I also thought it was logical that Princeton would come back, but I didn't actually bet that. I was on Brown. Just FYI. I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't clarify enough. But what the fuck are we talking about again? Basketball, huh? Is it college March Madness right now?
Arlington. God
dude,
it.
Texas A&M was just that was so at the same time though. Remember, we bet every game. And I was on the morning show saying I don't feel strongly about this wager, but god damn it, there's only a few games today. I'm gonna bet it. I took Nebraska, and I was feeling like, see, the only difference is I knew this was coming because I was on a TV show today, and they're sitting there saying, "Hey, what do you feel about this?" And I took Nebraska, but I don't trust this because over 40 minutes, the athleticism is going to make a run. You know, at some point, I think the athleticism is going to be a factor. Now, I didn't know that Illinois would win the game, but yeah, it was very similar to the Florida game. I was more mad at the A&M one though. This one, I was like, okay, I didn't have a good feel on this from the start, so I'm okay with this. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, I had Illinois. It was like they were watching these side by side. It felt like the same game. Illinois, big run in the second half. You mentioned that they warmed down with their athleticism, and then Tominaga made some fucking shots in the first half. I was like, good God, this fucking guy won't miss.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to watch this game at the same time. Shout out to 357 and giving us $5. I rode Mac with Iowa State. Houston sucks.
But they suck. But yes, they suck tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's for the Vegas fun. That's why I like. You you guys are all fucking awesome. Did I tell you that? You guys are all awesome. Even this year, I didn't think we'd get money every night and tips for prostitutes specifically, but you guys are awesome. You're coming through. And Noah's going to have the greatest time of his life. And yeah, I mean, I just think it's very cool. We're very grateful for all the people, even the people that come in and talk shit. It's good for business. You know what I mean?
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, it is. And we're going to Vegas, baby. You're in Vegas. Hit us up. I'll buy you a drink. I don't give a shit if you called me a fucking gap tooth piece of shit 35,000 times. I'll buy you a fucking cocktail. All right. But we're still fucking geniuses. I don't know any other podcast. I really don't. That gave out Temple on the money line today. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't come in and talk shit. I mean, you can because we endorse it, but we gave away Temple with the points and the money line. And God damn it, we are fucking geniuses because now they almost pissed us away by missing free throws. They almost pissed us away, but they were the better team today. I don't think anyone would argue that, but they almost pissed it away. And by the way, just so you know, get this Conference USA bullshit out of the AAC. I just read you the UAB shit. FAU, welcome to the fucking AAC. And I will take it to the Big 12. Houston might have lost today, but they won the fucking regular season. And you're seeing the AAC is a better conference than what anyone fucking believed in. All right?
Wait,
Temple.
Aren't you forgetting about UAB?
What do you mean?
UAB was Conference
UAB's
USA.
Conference USA too.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were. They played FAU in the Conference USA title game last year.
Wait.
Oh, Colby.
Oh, that's right. They were, right?
Brain fart.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got to remember.
Everybody watching and listening, just erase the last 20 seconds of audio
No.
from your
What do you
brain.
mean? Temple's
Colby
live.
never said it.
Temple's live. No, but I will say this. You know what was confusing? Is ECU and UAB played a shit ton in the CUSA, and it blends together to me. You know what I mean? In football specifically, I'm
You're
talking football.
desperately trying to dig yourself out of the 6-foot hole.
Cloud brain.
What do you
I
mean,
get
Temple?
it.
What do you mean?
I
A
understand.
CUSA team hasn't won yet.
True.
Why would you fade Temple right now, Noah? What's your logic on fading
about
Temple?
UAB? It was just, I don't know. I think it's fucking hilarious. Mac tweeted it out. Quote tweeted. I think it was Jared Smith who said it. This whole
This
fucking
is the investigation game.
yeah. This whole fucking investigation on Temple started because they apparently were trying to point shave that UAB game.
It is great. I mean, all of that. I mean, there was someone even did a better one than that, where they and shout out to Jared. Jared's a great guy, but they also put in the Munson thing and the Kevin Keats extension thing into the tweet. But and shout out, dude, they got to get it out of that fucking arena. By the way, there was no one there.
Nobody there.
But no, you're right. UAB was in the CUSA. I'm sorry, I get it a little bit confused because ECU specifically with UAB had an intense rivalry for a little bit in football. So in my head, I'm always like, wait, are they AAC?
I also think that nobody was there at the games because Temple's playing. You know, Temple doesn't fill up their arena either.
Wait, this is
Have they showed up
Texas.
for any of the games?
I'm joking because it's been the entire tournament.
No,
But
no one.
Temple
That's what's
doesn't.
hilarious. Is
Nobody shows
SMU
up.
is the closest university, but no one supports their basketball. There's a football school. It's just hilarious. Just hilarious. So, fuck that. Wait, go back. I didn't get a chance to read it. Fuck that, Colby. You all bust your ass giving us scabs. Something fun. Hey, there we go. Bullshit. Outside of the bullshit stock market. Hey, I appreciate you, John. Well, you know, I mean, I'm glad we could fill that void. You know what I mean? But I do enjoy Dreadmore saying Arlington looks like the nail in the coffin. Triple locks 0-3. He does that, but he doesn't mention we took Temple on the fucking money line.
He ignores the other 23 games.
Let me tell you something. I'm not in charge of if Mac or Noah likes the game as much as me.
Can I just mention we're getting 6.5 in this fucking game? There's a full minute left and they're down 9. Like,
But
have you never watched a college basketball game before?
well, I just don't understand. Like, the Temple game was not a triple lock. Yeah, that's okay. But I'm not in charge of assigning the way my buddies think. You know what I mean? So you're blaming us for our triple lock. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is the triple lock the most valued pick of the day? It just happens that we're all on that side. If anything, that actually maybe you want to go the other way on the triple locks. But
Speaking of the most valued pick of the day, did anybody give out UTA as their favorite pick of the day?
No.
I don't think I did. I don't really remember the end of the last night's episode, but
so like we all liked it, but none of us loved it. We bet every game last night.
Yeah.
Except for I didn't jump in on every game, but they bet every game.
It's your fault for not joining Iowa State, Noah.
But you make me listen to that triple. Hold on. Fucking go back. Hold on. Fuck this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but you make me listen to that shitty ass triple lock music. Well, why don't you go watch the fucking Golden Girls, motherfucker? All right, go do something else with your fucking life. All right, we don't give a shit about you, man. We don't give a shit. I don't even care. Like, I'm glad you come in here and do this in a way. But now you make me listen to. Is that supposed to hurt me? You make me listen to the lock music. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Dude, I wish you the best, man. I honestly wish you the best, but I think you're fucking a horrible human being, man. Because all you do is just spew fucking hate. Have a fucking drink. Relax. All right. Make love to that lock music. All right. The next time, well, that's with your hand.
This comment
hand.
by Zach actually might offend Colby more. Saying
and
that
it's a 6-point game.
The last pick in recess for dodgeball.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
I knew that would offend him more.
That's definitely way more offensive, Zach. Guap says Colby's wife not giving up no pussy because you stay angry. No, it's called being Irish, you fucking jackass. All right. You just stay angry. But I'm actually like zen as fuck. I think anyone that knows me, like, I don't know if you listen to the Sports Gambling Podcast, but I'm easily the one that is the most relaxed. I think everyone, if you asked our friends, by far. But I don't really give a fuck what you think, dude. You know what I mean? But yeah. What are we talking about? This is a basketball show.
Battleship.
We gave you Temple on the money line. I mean, it's just, I don't think you realize how ballsy of a play that is. And we actually hit it. I don't think many people gave you Temple. To be fair, we did give you San Diego State. And New Mexico did win, but God damn it, I was happy that New Mexico won.
San Diego State was my favorite bet yesterday, to be clear.
Yeah. Nash 2 is right. Colby, the guy who will say fuck you and buy you a beer while doing it. Yes. And I'll punch you in your face and then I'll still buy you a beer. All right. That's fair. Or you punch me in the face, but you probably wouldn't buy me a beer.
What a weekend for Richard Petito and the Lobos.
Dude, this game was a fun watch because San Diego State battled back like almost like the Utah State game. And then man, yeah, I lost money here, but I'm happy for them too. I mean, their fan base is great. Did you see that fucking place? They look like the goddamn pit in Vegas.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought there was more San Diego State fans last night. That was a home game. I got the crowd completely wrong on this game. I thought it'd be more 50-50. That was, like you said, a home game for New Mexico.
San Diego.
What's that?
San Diego State fans. I mean, I think San Diego State fans are actually like decent California fans, but you're in fucking San Diego. You're not going to just say, hey, let's go to Vegas.
I thought, but they had a good amount against Vegas the previous night when they played UNLV or 2 nights ago. In Utah State, I thought that their crowd was loud, but nothing compared to the fucking Lobos. The Lobos were fucking taking that thing over. How about the guards? Mashburn, House, Dent was sick, but still, I mean, I wouldn't want to play that team in March. I would not want to play that team in March with those 3 fucking guards.
Yeah.
And they got
shout out to New Mexico, because if they were truly on the bubble, they're the biggest winners of this week. Because now you don't have to worry about all this shit that just hit the wall. You lost 3 bids this week. Crazy.
Well, it was great too because
knocked out St. John's.
True.
I mean, it might have knocked
Patino
out
on Patino crime.
We got a thumbnail created, and it's both Tom Izzo and Rick Pitino, and both of them might be on the outside looking in now.
Tom Izzo never belonged in. I'm sorry. And Anthony Grant, I love you. Stay the fuck out. All right.
Dude, you want to bet they're both in tomorrow?
Dayton sucks. They're not good. They're not good. I've watched them all year.
Like, not good, and also like deserving to get into the tournament.
No, they're not.
Different.
No, they're not.
Kinda.
You put Dayton in the Mountain West. They're a bottom team.
Bracket Matrix has Dayton as the top 8 seed.
That's ridiculous. They should be fired. Everyone that does their numbers should be fired. I'm sorry, and I like Dayton. I thought they got robbed the COVID year. Probably would have played, at least had been a Final Four team maybe. Get the fuck out of here. I don't understand these numbers. Dayton is not a great team this year. I like Anthony Grant. I hope he wins 7 national championships. But what's going on here? What the fuck? You cannot tell me that Dayton was better than New Mexico pre-today. You cannot.
No.
I think New Mexico beat them by double digits. What are we doing?
I don't like Dayton either. I don't like Dayton either. I mean, they've done a good job of kind of avoiding the bad losses, but they're like you said, the eye test. I don't like them. They're skilled, but they're kind of a finesse team in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want Dayton to be good. I've been to UD Arena. I love their fans. They're everything that's great about college basketball. But they don't belong in the NCAA tournament this year. They don't. And to me, like, the system is fucked if they're in. And that's I tend to think I stick up for the mid majors. This one doesn't belong in. I'm sorry. If I'm Kim English, get yourself in front of a microphone and fucking say that. You know what I mean? If I'm Shaheen Holloway, get yourself in front of a microphone and say that. And it's got nothing to do with Anthony Grant. No, you don't have to call him out, but just saying, like, I don't understand it. I don't understand the metrics. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, what a game, and shout out to New Mexico. They got it done. And yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Did not see that one coming. Currently, by the way, Arlington down 6-27. Look at these Grand Canyon fans. Just getting it done. I thought they were all online. But
they're
yeah,
in Vegas tonight. My God. We got screwed on this game with this fucking. I mean, Grand Canyon's closing in on 50 fucking foul shots attempted. Get the fuck out of here. What is this?
Daniel
Purdue?
says the Mountain West sucks still. See, and Daniel's great.
He's.
What are you watching that we're not watching, dude? You just like on YouTube watching old Air Force games or something, or San Jose State games from earlier this year. What are you talking about, man? And I was sitting there watching the Pac-12 Championship, and we'll talk about that in a second. I was watching Colorado and Oregon, and I think Colorado and Oregon are more talented from a recruiting standpoint. It would back me up on that, but New Mexico is better than both of them, in my opinion. Yeah, and the same people that talk shit. And by the way, there was a great comment saying, "Y'all motherfuckers keep fading Houston." Not true, because I lock battled Mac last night on Houston, Texas Tech, and I hit on Houston. But we also took Iowa State today, money line, and Houston got held to 41 points, the most in ever since they've polled. If the stat was correct, I believe the lowest total in conference championships since the polling system, maybe some shit like that. I don't know. All right, but how are we doing? Doesn't bring that one up. So I'm saying it's. I'm saying like,
none of the fade people bring this one. This is my favorite play. This is like Kansas at the Fox. They're not. Iowa State was not losing in that building tonight.
This is what happened. It's gonna be like Noah in Vegas when we have all this money that people have donated us for Noah. We're gonna get him like a $10,000 prostitute. It's gonna be the greatest time of his life. And Noah's the equivalent would be like Noah getting done, and he says, "But you didn't eat my ass, guys." You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? This was a money play, and it was rocking. But to hold Houston to 41 points, I don't want to hear any motherfucker in here. And look, I'm on Houston and most likely in the NCAA tournament when I see the bracket. But oh man, we're fucked.
We got a dust up. What happened?
What is going on here? Let's get some technicals called. I said all that shit about technicals. Let's get some technicals called.
What happened? I didn't even see what happened.
It's got to be the other team, right? It's got to be Arlington. It's got to be Arlington because these guys are laughing about it.
I just saw the coaches run out. I'm like, what are they running out for? They ran up the score. Interesting. And we'll talk about the 1 seeds. Iowa State should be the 1 seed over North Carolina. I'm gonna fucking say that right fucking now. They have a better resume. They just beat the number 1 team in the country by 30. Beat them 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
10 quad 1 wins.
What's Iowa State's worst loss?
Probably Virginia Tech.
Oh, that is a bad one.
Back in November, but I mean, it's not like losing to fucking Georgia Tech.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Iowa State dominating performance. I'm on board with that. If they give him a 1 seed, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't. Notice how they didn't call that one out. Money line. They said, "Oh, the ones we lost." Marquette, UConn. Now we did lose this one. Actually, Noah won a lock battle here. Noah, man, he got this late though, man. Danny Hurley's the fucking worst. Let me just say this. Did you see that video of him? Good God.
Did you see what he fucking said last night? He goes, I was too amped up during the game last night in the first half. So I went in the locker room at halftime and downloaded the Calm app on my phone. And it set me right for the second. I was like, shut the fuck up, Hurley. I just saw what happened. He chucked the fucking ball at him. Nice. Well, the one guy fucking sought him out and fucking gave him the shoulder. All right. You know what?
Well,
at least
fucked. Our cover's fucked on this.
We lost the bet at least, but at least we didn't bet on the pussies. They fucking at least went down.
They are playing dodgeball, huh? We bring it home. They're all playing dodgeball.
At least they didn't fucking throw the towel. They were fucking pissed that the fucking guy dunked it and threw the ball and fucking tried to truck him.
So Colby's getting picked in dodgeball after that guy too.
Man. YouTube.com/the college experience. Yeah, we lost Marquette, UConn. Noah got it right. Nice lock battle win. And then to me, the best game of the day, as far as hilarious ending, not the actual best game. MAAC never fails.
Oh,
MAAC never fails. This game was everything that was right about the MAAC.
Oh.
We were on board for a potential true classic. I mean, maybe Akron scores on that. Maybe it's a buzzer beater. I don't know. I mean, Ali has a history of making buzzer beaters, but at the same time, this game, insane. Kent State, Akron. Like I said, I don't even need, I love the NCAA tournament. I love it the way it is. I hope they never fuck with it. But watching a MAAC championship between Kent State and Akron is everything that's great about college basketball. And I wish Greg Sankey and others, Tony Petitti, would take a look at that, because that was pre-foul. I'm saying pre-foul. This game, you could see. I felt for both sides. Even before that, I was like, "This is college basketball 101. This is awesome. The environment's awesome. The fan bases, you could see the coaches giving everything, their players giving everything to this game. And yeah, it's unfortunate that this guy fouled. I forget his name, but he didn't realize the score and he fouled. And it's actually kind of a horrible. It's a horrible way to lose a game, and I feel bad for him. But
yeah,
before that, if you take away that 7 seconds or whatever, this game was awesome, and it was everything that makes MAAC the most underrated product in America. I know Noah's always hypes up the Horizon League, and I, with great respect to the Horizon League, I love it. But MAAC, because MAAC is football based too, it's like perfectly together. Football and basketball. It's one of my favorite conferences, and it doesn't really change much over the years. Maybe that's why. It's regional, which I enjoy. God damn, today's game was awesome. It's a shame that it ended like that, in my opinion, even though I lost my bet. But I'm saying,
great game.
I just wanted to see that I would have liked to see if Akron would have scored, because they might have. Like I said, Ali has 7 or 8 game winners in his college career. He didn't have the ball at the time, but he was wide open. And maybe they do that. It's a damn shame because you feel bad. That's like the Scott Norwood shit or Ray Finkel. You know what I mean? Like it's. I know Finkel's fictional, but I'm saying like, you know what I mean? It's Chris Webber timeout. You fucking hate
It's
that.
brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
You hate that. You hate seeing that.
Yeah, it's it ruined kind of what was a great game and a great comeback by Kent. They were down double digits. The kid's name was Rollins, I believe. But Solinger made big shots. Santiago made big shots. Akron answered every run. John Groats has got him back dancing. He's won multiple games in the tournament as a double-digit seed. They almost beat UCLA 2 years ago. Kent had Indiana. Kent almost had Indiana beat last year.
And that was the UCLA team that Sankey just said, well, they went to the Final Four. We got to expand.
Yeah, I know.
I should have lost in the first round. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Interested to see who Akron draws because they're a veteran team. So shout out to the Zips. Great game.
Yeah.
That rivalry is so underrated,
dude. Man. All those ones are fire, man.
Yeah.
It's you know why? Because the regionality, man.
Yeah.
This is a perfect, like they're like the dinosaur in this ever-changing sport of college athletics because everyone's been there and they're all plugged in and they make enough money where I guess they don't have to change. Right. And they're all there and they're all rivals. I mean, Toledo's got the fucking rocket pointed at fucking Bowling Green. It's perfect. I want to harp on that more. My job is to within me is like, I want people to appreciate MAAC more because I feel like it's perfect. It's perfect. It's what all of college athletics should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's March, baby.
So real quick, before I get to this game, on Twitter just now, Kenny Blakeney, the Howard head coach, liked the Howard tweet that we had earlier today. So shout out to TC.
There we go.
For this game, my sick and twisted mind actually really enjoyed it. Because one, I got the better team in the NCAA tournament. I always just root for the best 68 teams in the field as possible. But also, the kid that fucked up was dancing around and saying "fuck Akron" in the video that Mac posted.
Was that him?
No, it wasn't him holding the camera. It was one of the buddies on the side. But still, it's fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah. I thought the video was an Akron kid saying "fuck Kent State."
No, it's Kent State saying
because Kent State won it last year. Yeah,
2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago. Whatever. No, Akron won 2 years ago though.
Akron won 2 years ago. Kent won last year.
Oh,
they play each other every year.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Kent State won it last year. So yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, they lost to Indiana, and then Akron lost to UCLA, and then
Ohio. But no, I think it was the kid that jumped in the middle of the video. He's like, "Fuck Ali." Like, yeah, the video is hilarious.
It's good for sports.
That shit's great. It is great for sport. Having that out there, the animosity, like you work all off season, you play that video all the time. It's perfect. That's what you need.
Can you imagine
what a game I lost?
Can you imagine if we had lost the cover? Imagine if they chucked the ball at him and it was like a 4-point game and we had lost the cover that way.
Danny Ainge style.
The Grand Canyon finishes 37 for fucking 50 from the free throw line. Get the fuck
dude,
out
this
of here,
was a 6-point game 30 seconds ago. Grand Canyon's about to win by 15.
Unreal. Because of the fucking ref show.
Yeah, that's tough. I was split on this one. And I got to be honest, I was a bit shocked. So the good news is that, just to quote, let me make sure I give you accurate intelligence here, or intelligence. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now, but what are we talking about? We're talking about the MAAC. I was in a winning spot. St. Peter's down 7 or 8 at half, and they come back. I mean, I had St. Peter's plus 380, but I also had a Fairfield plus 350. I was in a winning spot regardless. But I'm shocked in a way because I thought Fairfield would win this game. Dude, how about this Peacocks team? This is a lock battle win by MAAC, by the way. Your thoughts on this one?
I got you on both. I think I got you on both the MAAC and MAAC. But I had two comebacks in these games because I thought you were on the right side for a little bit there with Akron and Fairfield. But yeah, Fairfield, disappointing to see them the year that they had come up one game short. You don't know if they're going to be able to get back, but Peacocks are flying again. Two NCAA tournaments in 3 years. Shout out to the Peacocks.
Yeah. Yeah. And this one didn't hurt as much as the Akron had a 7-point lead with like 2.5 minutes left. 3.5 minutes left.
Kent just kept making big shot after big shot.
Nice call though. And shout out to the Peacocks. Like I said, I still made money on the loss, but what we did battle here. I tried to tell you. I don't know what it is you've had out for this team all year. But the tops.
I thought I was going to come back in this one.
The tops are here to stay, buddy. No Stansbury means tournament, baby. We're back. All right.
It's incredible, ain't it?
Dude, they spend more than any other college in this fucking, at least in basketball. Liberty might outdo that soon. But Western Kentucky should win every year. Stansbury was so bad.
Terrible.
Stansbury was so bad. But 78-71, I get it done. Your thoughts, let me know. And keep talking because I'm going to relieve myself.
I got you. Yeah. They jumped on their fucking ass. It was Western Kentucky, I think was up 12 or 13 early, and then UTEP battled back. I think took a 44-40 lead. But Western Kentucky, man, they've been a resilient team all year. And Noah, just like I tweeted, it only took 1 year to have a little bit of coaching and culture and their fucking dance. It just shows how fucking bad Stansbury was and how bad a coach he is. It's just he had more talent, way more talented teams than this Western Kentucky team. But Steve Lutz can actually coach, and that's why they're dancing, and that's why Memphis is where Memphis is at. What are your thoughts,
we were talking about this pre-show. First off, you may have known it, and I didn't, but I didn't realize how good of a coaching tree Greg McDermott had. Did you?
Lutz is on there. Yep.
So McDermott is obviously in the NCAA tournament. Also, Eric Henderson, head coach of South Dakota State. They won the Summit League regular season and tournament. TJ Otzelberger, Big 12 tournament champ. Steve Lutz, Conference USA champ with Western Kentucky. Darian DeVries, MVC tournament champ with Drake. Alan Huss, Big South regular season champ. Patrick Sullers, NEC regular season champ. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, that is an underrated tree, and he's got a bunch of guys at the mid-major level that are probably going to be high major coaches. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Scott Drew's tree now, with the quality of guys that have gone through the Scott Drew tree. I mean, McDermott's starting to slowly creep in that same company.
Thank you,
Colby.
by the way.
No problem.
But
Hope you flushed.
no, I cardinal rule. Always put that on someone else. NC State, Pussy Pack. Oh, we double locked it. Yes, Dundee did. He did bet on NC State. Just not money line. This is the best thing that ever happened to East Carolina sports. This is.
You got an extension.
No, I have like, but did you see this? So I have like 10 DMs talking shit from NC State fans, but
that extension's wild, by the way.
I'm about to read it. I'm about to read it. But it's one of the greatest things that ever happened. So I have like 10 DMs talking shit, which is, it's fun. I appreciate that. That's what college sports should be. When your rival wins, you should hear shit from that. But to me, the fun of it, the absolute fun of it, is the fact that Kevin Keats, not up for debate here, not up for negotiation. He He in his contract, which is unbelievable. He has a automatic 2-year contract extension through 2030. He also gets $400,000 beginning next season, a raise for the whole season. He also gets $100,000 bonus for making the ACC or for winning the ACC title, and another $10,000 for making the NCAA tournament. I mean, look, credit to NC State, but in my opinion, you lost today. I'm serious. Like no, but they really lost because you want to get rid of Keats. Now you got 2 more years. You're spending all this money, and you're never going to be a profound program. This is the ultimate pussy pack move. I know NC Nick's sitting there tweeting me, but they're stuck into this now. They're going to have to buy him out for more. This is hilarious.
They're going to be the first team I fade when I see that bracket coming off 5 wins in 5 days.
Absolutely fucking hilarious. Only they would fuck up a contract like this.
I saw tweets too. Like, you would have never thought this team was winning the conference tournament after watching them play Louisville and struggling to win that first game of the tournament.
They should have lost.
Yeah. And are they still the pussy pack? Colby says, David, 1000%, because they have that as a part as they have that in the contract. They are 1,000,000% the pussy pack. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Does Munson have something like that in his contract?
No, but we'll talk about him in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to him in a second.
Dude, how about Burns? Burns had a fucking tournament.
Dude, I faded him today too. Underdog picks. I ate shit.
How is his fat ass playing 5 games in 5 days? How did he have the stamina?
I love his game. I love his game.
Love.
I love his game. Yeah.
Like Colby hates on NC State. I hate Ohio State. Ohio State's bringing back Diebler apparently.
I like that actually. I like that hire. What do you mean? I like it.
I thought I need a bigger.
They could have done so much better.
I need a bigger sample size than 8 games.
Yep.
True, but to me, like some of that, I don't know that we know that. You know, like Dabo Swinney was hired over Bud Foster. Bud Foster was a proven defensive coordinator, and Swinney was just some fucking guy coaching special teams. You know what I mean? Like it was like, okay, you know, like we don't know that. To me, he did enough in that 8 games that I thought like he deserved at least a shot at it. You don't like it? If he sucks next year, you fire him. Put that shit in the contract, just like Keats. Do the reverse Keats.
You're gonna miss the boat on some of these guys.
What if he's good though? Dabo, you could say the same for the Dabo Swinney thing. Well, you missed the boat on Bud Foster.
That is a good point. That I haven't looked at the contract of what they're gonna. I would imagine it's a short one because it's still. They better not give him like some 5-6 year deal where it's like he just won the Missouri Valley and he's won an NCAA tournament game. I mean, he had a great run for 8 games, but it still is 8 games. It could have been just catching lightning in a bottle.
But still, you never know the opportunity. You never know. Like Lute Olson was the fucking assistant to Jerry Tarkanian forever. Someone should have hired him 5 fucking years before that. You know what I mean? Like you don't know. That's my point. Is okay? Maybe Ohio State can go make a big splash, but they've been doing that, and I guess it hasn't been working. I mean, I thought it worked out under Thad Matta, but they fired him. Yeah.
For what it's worth, Diebler apparently is a really good recruiter, but I mean, we've seen him on court as the head coach for 7 games.
I'm okay with that though. To me, just make sure the contract. Make sure you can fire him.
I love it personally. Go out there and prove me wrong. I don't think he's going to. My money is on the opposite.
Really? My thing is I love it for the Ohio State side because he's an Ohio guy. He seems to be passionate about the job.
You could have gotten plenty of other Ohio guys though. There was a lot of guys in the mix for that.
See,
job.
but you, the irony here is that you said you hope they hire him over Sean Miller. See, I think he has more of an upside than Sean Miller does.
No, I don't think so.
Sean Miller's upside to me has been cooked for years.
Sean Miller would be able to get Ohio State back in the NCAA tournament.
100%. But
I can't tell you that Diebler is going to be able to do that.
But I can tell you the upside to me is much higher than what Sean Miller would provide to me. Sean Miller's always been kind of a shitty coach in the NCAA tournament to me. And to me, the unknown is maybe you're walking onto something great here. If you like, what he's done, then take a shot on it and put it in the contract that you don't get burned by it like this fucking Keats contract.
Koski in the YouTube chat is saying, real question, fellas, who are Michigan's realistic hires? At least give Jay Wright a call. Jay Wright's not, I don't think he's coming back into the college game. And if he is,
college basketball right now.
He's not leaving the city of Philadelphia. He would be going back to Villanova if he was getting back into coaching, in my opinion. I think the most realistic and probable option that Michigan has is Porter Moser. So that's
he's everyone's filling though. Yeah, I don't know.
What did he say? He glitched out on me.
He said Porter Moser.
Oh, Moser
to Michigan.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's quirky. He's quirky. He kind of fits Michigan.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying I'm right about Diebler, but all I'm saying is we don't know. I think one of the biggest miscalculations sometimes are you don't know how he interviewed. What if he knocked it out the fucking park? And it still doesn't mean he's going to win games. You know what I mean?
We'll know after next year if he's the guy, or if he's the guy, if he has a chance to be the guy.
But I can certainly tell you, based on 8 games, he was certainly better than Chris Holtman.
Yeah. No, they bought in. They definitely bought in.
Yeah.
They got some big wins.
We'll see. Next up, we were spot on with the Oregon Ducks quacking their way to a Pac-12 championship. They don't bring up this one. They just don't bring up this one. I get it. It's okay. I mean, is Colorado in? I think they're in, but I don't, because Washington State was ranked yesterday.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, and a lot of these teams that we said were in are on the bubble now because of these bid stealers, like Oregon. Nobody had Oregon getting in. They had to win it. And Dana Altman, like he did in, I think, 2019 and 2013, wins the conference tournament. And I think they can win a couple games. How about Dante? I thought he got hurt. He's out there
every fucking game. That's he might be my most disliked player. Nash 2 says Tad Boyle's overrated. I completely agree. And here's something that I will say. You want to talk about it like that to me, he's doing like a Chris Holtman job at Boulder. Yes, he put it on the map. Well, I know Holtman didn't put Ohio State on the map, but I'm just saying that Colorado team is fucking talented, man. Every time I watch them, I go, good Lord, they could make the Final Four.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like
they're like TCU last year because they have Lampkin.
They should be so much fucking better than they are. Now, I mean, I took Oregon, so I'm glad in a way that Oregon won, but I still say if Colorado gets in, not that I never trust Tad Boyle, and I agree with you that he's overrated, but I think that team is more talented than a lot of teams in college basketball that are in the tournament, is my point. That makes them dangerous by default. Do I have faith that they'd make the Final Four? Not at all. If anything, I think they'd probably be a first round exit. But from a roster standpoint, I believe the right coach could probably win a national championship with that team. I mean, shit, you look at some of the teams we've had in the past. Give Tony Bennett that team. I think they could really do it. Shout out to Oregon. Getting the final Pac-12, man. It's sad. It's bittersweet. But we did eat shit on Texas Southern. This was a triple lock that didn't go right. You motherfuckers gave me a triple lock. You motherfuckers. I followed your triple locks and didn't hit. I'm here to pay up by calling you all pussy fucking losers. Didn't have enough guts. Play my own fucking bets. And I said, wait, they triple locked this? Right? They fucking triple locked this even though the fucking producer was half fucking asleep and Dundee and Mac been drinking fucking cocktails for 12 hours. But I'm going to trust the guys that are drinking for fucking 12 hours and the fucking guys asleep. And then I'm going to come in here and talk shit all because I didn't have the fucking courage to place my own fucking bets on what I think I saw right and active. This fucking guy. Texas Southern lost. That was shocking. Shout out to Grambling.
Dude, they got fucked up. They got fucking punched right in the mouth. This is not a fluke. Shout out to Grambling. First time dancing. Bad pick. They never really had a shot at covering or yet alone winning the game. God damn.
Dude, this was an ass whooping. I did not see this coming.
Killed.
Yeah, I did not see this coming. And I did wish for a tornado to take down your house. I didn't say you would be in the house. All right. I said, I hope a tornado takes down your fucking house. There's nothing wrong with that statement. All right. Tornadoes take down many of houses. All right. And maybe I did wish that you were in the house. You'll never know. All right. But I know you didn't come in here talking positive about us taking fucking Long Beach State. Fuck you. Let's go.
My future.
Dirtbags, get it done. They were the dirtbags. They were the 49ers. Now they're the beach. You figure it out. All right. Either way. Yeah, I have an idea here.
Don't fire your coach before the season's over.
Well, that should be 101. But you know what would be the ultimate fuck you right now? If Dan Munson, they go to fly to wherever the fuck let's say they're in Dayton. Who knows where they're at, wherever they're at. He goes, well, you guys fired me, so I hope you guys have your coach ready for Thursday. He would never do that because he's a fucking class act.
Yeah.
But they weren't a class act. Fired him before the fucking season was done. All right.
Dude, I am still perplexed that they made that decision. They finished fourth. I understand maybe at the end of the year you do make a change, but it wasn't like
at
they
least you
finished
wait.
fourth.
They won at USC and at Michigan this year.
Yeah,
those are
that's
bye
what I was
games.
saying.
Dude, wouldn't that be the ultimate fuck you if he just said,
yeah,
oh, I said I'd coach the rest of the tournament. I didn't say I'd coach the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, you go out.
You guys don't have that. I'm just hanging out with my championship. That would be so great. But he's too classy. He's fucking too classy for that shit, man.
And Seth Davis is a snowflake, and we've well documented.
I fucking hate him.
He actually had a good take that I saw. He goes, Long Beach State, you guys are the 4 seed. Did it not cross your mind that you possibly could win the conference tournament? Like there's
especially when you have wins at USC and Michigan.
Yeah.
It's not like you've been ass all year.
Yeah, they're not. It's not like they were Cal Poly, and with that rigged bracket that they play in, they had a single bye. They caught UC Irvine on the double bye sleepy spot, and then boom. I can't believe that they fired him before the end of the year when he had given
17 years. 18 years. Whatever the fuck
come on, man. Let the guy go out the right way. I'm glad he stuck it right up their fucking ass and made.
That's why it would be so great if he just didn't show up. Didn't show up.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm happy. I'm happy for Dan Munson.
I'd call him out at the same time, but I'm saying, like, gosh, it's so fucking hilarious. They should fire that athletic director, in my opinion.
Oh,
they should fire him. Yeah. Have some
Probably
fucking
ban court Stormy too.
Yeah. Have some fucking courage, man. Wait 1 week. And then we lose UT Arlington, Grand Canyon, which he brought up. He fucking brought that one up. You fucking guys are going to cost me. I mean, if we're so bad at this, you could take the opposing side and get really rich if what you said is true. But clearly it's not.
They never do that. They always say that.
That's the funniest thing, though. And then they still tune in. It's fucking hilarious. Game balls. Where are you going?
Right back to where we were. Dan Munson. Let's fucking go. The beach. Cash my 11-1 futures bet. But more importantly, that was bullshit. We talked about it. Maybe it was a get up spot, and they did respond to their coach. shame on that athletic director or whoever the fuck made that clown decision. Let the guy treat the guy with respect because he's treated you with respect for 18 goddamn years.
Yeah, and even did you see what he said afterwards too? He still.
Oh, he was
them,
cool, calm, cool.
He still gave them the love. Like he was like, my kids are awesome. They're all great guys, and I appreciate the administrator. Like he's just class, man. He's fucking class. It's not like me.
Yeah.
I would already done a body
how you like
shot.
it now, motherfuckers?
I would already done a body shot off a fucking cheerleader and be like, "Fuck you, I'm fired." Right? Let's go.
You should have said, "How you like me now, motherfuckers?" They should rehire him.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing to see. They might. Game ball, Brown. You're a double-digit dog, and you're on fire right now. NBA Jam, he's on fire. Look, I know we tout and talk a lot of shit on this show. I took Brown. I never thought they would win the fucking game. Shout out to Brown. Game ball. Where are you going second?
Second game ball, NC State. 5 wins, 5 days. They barely get by Louisville. They fucking
banked in toilet bowl 3.
They blow out the Cuse. And for them to beat Duke and Carolina makes it even better for that fan base. So they get a game ball. I know you could argue that they fucking lost in the long game, but wild, dude. I was like, they're gonna collapse. We took the points. They're gonna eventually collapse. No, they fucking just stuck it right to Carolina, and they somehow won 5 games in 5 days.
They tried so hard to give that game away too.
It's improbable.
Yeah, they did.
So in the second team besides UConn and Kemba Walker, and that team won the national championship.
That was one of the most craziest runs I've ever seen in my life. Let's go to UAB. Turns out the Kennedys are thriving in Dallas in 2024. Yeah. Didn't see that in the last fucking JFK documentary I saw. Shout out to UAB taking down the number 1 seed, South Florida. Game ball. Let's go.
Temple.
Yes.
We have a chance. So we said NC State's the first team that's done it since UConn. We have a chance to have another one tomorrow. 5 wins in 5 days. The gambling gauchos, aka the Temple Owls, are fucking all of a sudden, since being criticized for gambling and fixing games, have won every game, and they're playing for a spot.
Dude, they're hurting their case. They're hurting their case. It's the greatest fucking thing ever. It's hurting their argument. No, fuck that. Fuck that Conference USA bullshit. All right. Final game. There's crazy. A lot of worthy. There's crazy. A lot of worthy candidates for the final game ball. I think VCU. I think Wisconsin.
You could even go UConn.
I even think Duquesne, UConn. Yeah, all of those are worthy. Even Florida coming back, or Illinois coming back from what they came back from.
Iowa State.
Dude. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm actually going to go to none of those. I'm going to fucking St. Peter's. What is this? Dude, they were not that good all year. But down the stretch, they won 8 of their last 10? I really didn't think they would win this game. I mean, I had a future on them. But I'm kind of shocked that they were able to go through the gauntlet that they went through. Welcome to life in the MAAC. Shout out to the Peacocks. It was either them or Oregon for me.
Yeah,
but
there are a lot of game balls.
That's what you could throw. We could do 1,000 of these. All right, folks. Want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you. How the fuck are we 1 hour and 40 minutes into this? We're live right now. The college basketball experience is brought to you by Merch Madness. 15% off everything in the merch store with the promo code Madness. Get that Pick Dundee t-shirt. Meet up in Vegas. I'll buy you a cocktail. Even you, Dreadmore, or some of the other fucking names out there. I don't remember them, but I'll buy you a fucking drink. All right. I'll buy you a drink. Come on out. Because we are grateful. At the end of the day, we are fucking grateful. Next up, want to tell you we're brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and available in 40 different states. P2P social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other verifiable outcomes. Plus, there are a ton of fun social features that give it a feel of a betting social network, so to speak. Cut also offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bet and get this. Cut handles the payment side of things, so you never have to chase down anyone in the streets. So download the Cut app today in the Cut store or in the app store, Jesus, or over at cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports, and it's the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. Pick whether your favorite player will have a higher or lower stat total in this week's game for a chance to win big. You can win up to 100 times the money you enter in a single night. Pick between 2 and 5 players to build a pick'em entry. And obviously, the more players you add, the better your odds increase. Sign up today with the promo code SGPN to get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pick'em special. Visit underdogfantasy.com or find them in the app store. And don't forget to register with the promo code SGPN to get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pickup special. No, do we have anything? I know Cannabis Capper's been killing it on this. There's nothing out there, right?
No player projections out there yet, unfortunately.
Yeah. But anyway, just check it out. They fucking do great work. Promo code TCE SGPN. 100% deposit match. All that good shit. Let's go. Tomorrow slate of college basketball. There's still a few games out there. Damn it. What are we supposed to do with the whole day? I guess we got to record. Personally, I'd rather watch more games, but I don't think I'm interesting. Yeah.
We got one flying to Vegas during the time. We got one hanging out in the airport, ready to fly to Vegas in time.
And we got one going to the
airport to pick up somebody during the time.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan Hasty's the fucking man, by the way. Ryan, DM me. Ryan and Trevor. DM me on fucking Twitter. Those guys are here every fucking night. They're fucking.
I don't
awesome.
think they missed a show the whole year. I really don't.
I'm saying.
You guys are beasts.
DM me on fucking Twitter, please.
Rob missed a couple. He was on VCU. He was too big time for us a couple nights. So, just kidding, Rob. Love you.
Yeah. No, he told me about that -3.5 with Fairfield. All right. Where was that today, motherfucker? All right. I'm joking. I'm joking. Dreadmore says, Colby, I hope a tornado comes through with the winning lock. That's true. That's true. I do too, buddy. I do too. All right. Brown, Yale. I got a future on Yale. I'm terrified about this matchup. I'm absolutely terrified because Brown looks like they're going to win the national championship.
They do. The Brown guys are rolling.
Oh my God. I think you got to take the points. Give me Brown plus 7.5. I think you have to. I think it's disrespectful. They've beaten every good team in the Ivy. I have to respect what's happened here.
They just won at Yale last week.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Actually, this stinks to high heaven. I almost feel like Yale's going to win by 20.
I guess I'm diving in. Give me the Brown guys one last time. Let's go, Brown guys.
I'm with you. Let's go. Duquesne, VCU. God damn it, man. Part of me wants to see
VCU to win so bad.
I wouldn't mind seeing Duquesne dance for the first time since the 70s. God damn, disco was in the last time they fucking danced. But at the same time, I love VCU. I'll take VCU -1.5. I believe in the culture.
So Duquesne just won at VCU basically at the end of the year. When was it? That kind of started this streak. Same handicap as the Brown guys. I think Duquesne's played their best ball down the stretch. They've won 7 in a row. I think they make it 8. I think the Dukes are going dancing.
Woo!
So we got a battle.
Battlefield Earth going on.
Duquesne gets it done. Who saw
Who
this?
knew
one
you
coming?
were a Spider fan after all these
What is best in life?
shows?
Is to crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Let's fucking go. Dundee on the Rams. Mac on the Dukes. Off Grid Sports says, here's a hilarious stat. NC State has more wins in Capital One Arena than the Wizards have all season. Who are the Wizards?
Them and the Commanders.
I know the Bullets. You talking about the Bullets? Who are the Wizards? Never heard of them. Yeah, never heard of the Commanders. The AAF team. There was like an AAF team. There was like this league for like 3 weeks that happened in 2018 or 19. There's going to be a 30 for 30 bet in 20 years. Florida, Auburn. Auburn's laying 5.5. Fuck it. And by the way, I'm betting every game, so don't. Florida plus 5.5, and I'm riding the Gators money line. And Noah Bieniek's going to look like a fucking genius after this one, because on the preseason episode, well, I think it might be possible that me and Noah were both correct. Noah was really high on Florida, and I was really high on South Carolina. I think we're both just sharp cheddar.
We're both just kind of good at this thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, look, I bust the guy's balls some, but Noah's any idiot out there that thinks Noah doesn't know his shit is fucking stupid. He watches the same amount of games we watch every single night,
which is a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And no, I don't think it's a talent. I think it's just we just sit there and watch a lot. It's like anything else, you know. And maybe it's a talent. Get me drunk enough, I'll tell you it's a talent.
I put my time in 12 hours a day from November to mid-January. Then I kind of go in college baseball mode, and I rely on that previous knowledge, and then I get back in. About
could you say you throw the audience a curve?
Cocktail napkin never changes, though.
How many times you jerked off into that napkin? I don't want to know.
I'm on
battle
20-1.
Battle
Florida.
War Eagle.
Oh
Eagle.
My God!
Get this Florida shit out of here. Let's go. War Eagle.
Unbelievable.
Were you at Pearl's like against South Carolina?
Were you at Pearl's barbecue too?
Yeah,
I know you were at Austin Peter in those years. That's right down the fucking road. All right. You come over and have. I bet you. Look, say what you want about Bruce Pearl, because I truly believe he's a used car salesman. But God damn it, I bet you he throws a great barbecue.
Oh yeah.
I bet you he throws a great fucking barbecue.
So Florida beat Auburn by 16 the one time these two teams matched up. And what if I told you that Auburn is 1-5 against the Ken Palm top 25 teams in the country?
Well, that's why
the
I find
one wins Bama.
I would say that they're due, and it's a nice smash spot here.
I got asked this question today. They pulled out the top 20 offense and defensive rated team thing, like Kramer does all the time.
Yeah, the Ken Palm thing, the trend.
They're like, they listed the teams, and they're like, for some reason, I don't know why, the host goes, Colby, is Auburn going to win the national championship? And I go, no. I mean, I don't think they will. They have to. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that good. I think like away from the jungle, I think half them being that good is the jungle. And when you go away from the jungle, I know they made the Final Four in 19, but I also thought the path was nice.
Yeah.
They can make the Final Four. They can make the fucking national championship. It's college basketball in 2024. Everyone's got a shot, but I'm not just sold just because you beat South Carolina's
they can get
ass.
to the Final Four. I think Auburn can. I think that.
I also think they could lose in the first round, though.
Yeah, and the year that they did, they almost did to New Mexico State.
They should have. They missed 3 free throws.
I know.
I had the money line on that game. I was in Vegas. Oh my God!
At the same time, they should have beat UVA. They got that fucking.
That's true.
The Kyle
that bullshit.
Play. They
that bullshit.
Had it beat.
Oh no! But don't get me started on the New Mexico State. I was at the Palazzo Sportsbook. I cannot believe that didn't hit. You know that was their best free throw shooter on the whole roster.
Mm-hmm.
That was Nick Anderson, 95 Magic, because holy fucking shit. Anyway,
I need something on Sunday. I'm locking up Gators.
Oh, we're battling.
Battle.
Let's go. I'm with you,
go.
Noah.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
Let's fucking go. We got a battle. Dundee. Beat it. Gator. Max going with the Tigers. War Eagle. Temple is getting 6.5. I actually think you should probably wait on this. Bet you this is 7.5 by tomorrow. Against UAB.
Could it be 10 like the last meeting where
That's
it's
true.
Skyrocket 6 points?
Hard to fade a Kennedy in Dallas when his name is Andy. But, dude, Temple's winning this outright. I'm done with this Conference USA bullshit.
Oh,
right?
You're stepping into it.
I'm done with this shit. Actually, dude, I think UAB is going to win the game, but 6.5 is too much, dude.
I think the script right here, they got killed and they got accused of fixing points or fixing the games. They're gonna get drilled by UAB again, and they're gonna be like, UAB is just a bad matchup. If we match up good against everybody else, I'm laying it with UAB. I think they blow Temple out. Cinderella strikes midnight here. We do not have another 5 in 5 days. Lay it with UAB, so I guess we got a battle.
Battle. Shout out to Frank
and Kennedy,
too.
baby.
Frank, if you could do us a favor and unsubscribe, we'd appreciate that. We got a battle, guys.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Dundee, Temple, Mac, Blazers. Wisconsin is taking on Illinois. Illinois is laying 3.5.
I struggle with this game.
No, I didn't. I'll take Illinois minus 3.5 lock. I also have a future on Illinois. But get this cheese curd bullshit out of here. I've been to the great state of Wisconsin a few times. The state lacks athleticism, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not just the Badgers. The state lacks athleticism. But god damn it, do I appreciate their bar tabs. You can drink for 37 hours and you got $100 bar tab. It's incredible. In LA, that would be you'd be fucked. You would have no more money in your account. Doesn't matter who you are. Illinois is going to win by 10. Battle.
Yeah, let's go. Give me the Badgers, man. They got the magic right now. New team in this new Big Ten.
When we were winning conference titles and going to the Final Four, we were making a statement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nobody wants the Badgers.
That was the old
Badgers
Wisconsin.
going to get it done.
Yeah.
Money line.
Now we got
I think it's a one-possession game.
Now we got a problem.
What the fuck did I do wrong, Tom?
Lock. Dundee. Illini. Max says, get some of that sharp cheddar Wisconsin bullshit cheese curds. You eat so much fucking cheese in Wisconsin, you're not shitting for months. I love Wisconsin, though.
On Wisconsin.
Best play of the day. Shout out to Zach and Sammy. What up, motherfuckers? Appreciate that. Appreciate your energy. What's up, Noah? You got a fucking Jolly Rancher over there? What's going on?
You want to do ad too?
Oh yeah, I guess we should get paid. Folks, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Manscaped. Top of the morning to you. This episode is brought to you by St. Patrick's Day Shamrock Shavers. Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is about the greatest thing that's ever hit planet Earth. This year, don't just chase rainbows. Make your own pot of gold and groom your little leprechaun with the leaders of below the kilt care. Say goodbye to your clover forest with Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. and let your confidence shine bright. Embrace the luck of the Irish and join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Head over to manscaped.com. Use that promo code SGPN for 20% off plus free shipping. And I've told this before, but ever since I've used Manscaped, I've truly found my bowl of Lucky Charms. It's at the end of the rainbow, essentially, because it's fantastic. Meet your new Lucky Charm for St. Patrick's Day, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. What's different from the other 4.0, 3.0, 2.0, 1.5, whatever the fuck? The trimmer gives you 2 interchangeable blades. They're next gen skin safe blade heads, but one for the old classic trim and another new foil blade to go wherever your heart desires. It's coming to Vegas with this brand new one. All right. Gonna gift this to Noah. He can do whatever he wants with old Crystal, It's got dual LED lights, Noah. Spotlights, they say. Navigate your own Shamrock patch in peace. And don't worry about making a mess. We can go over to Lake Mead. Is that the lake there? I think it is. Is that Lake Mead? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't worry. You can jump in the fucking waters, jump off a boat, all that good shit. And you can shave whatever the fuck you want to shave. All right. That's the beauty of Manscaped. All right. With this Lawnmower 5.0. It's like Sean Connery never died, motherfuckers. All right. Lawnmower Man in full effect. 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code SGPN at manscaped.com. Hop on over there. St. Patrick's Day is always classic, but this St. Patrick's Day, make sure your little hairy leprechaun is luckier than ever with Manscaped. We're also brought to you by Champs. Champs is hosting a free March Madness bracket contest for $1,000. Huh? Hey, SGPN, you guys doing a bracket contest? Champs is hosting a free March Madness bracket contest for a chance to win $1,000. Plus, if you host your own March Madness pool on Champs, you'll get an extra free entry into the bracket contest for $1,000. Tiebreakers are determined by who enters first. So what are you doing? Don't miss out now. Head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/champs. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/champs. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame Bets, a sports betting load management analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NBA and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. That's our show, right? Best play of the day. Noah, where are you going?
My favorite play of the day is Florida plus the points. I think they win it out.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with you being a Florida fan.
Not at all. Nothing at all. Nothing about this jersey over my shoulder. Nothing about the gear that I get to bring to Vegas because one of my teams is in the tournament this year.
Best play of the day is VCU -1.5. There's a reason why Duquesne hasn't been to the tournament since the 70s.
Give me Andy Kennedy blowout spot. UAB blows out Temple. Cinderella strikes midnight.
The only blowout that happens is on the Kennedy's fucking head. All right. So
Colby,
what's up?
Do you want to talk about some blind resumes, 1 seeds, bubbles?
If you can do it in the next 15 minutes, you certainly can.
All right.
What do you got over here?
You want to start with 1 seeds or bubble talk?
No, bubbles. Fuck the 1 seeds.
Bubbles.
All right.
I don't know. Max seems pretty interested in talking about 1 seeds on Twitter.
All right, let's start with that then. Let's go with this little North Carolina, Iowa State shit.
All right.
Probably going to be on the wrong side because it'll be rigged for the blue blood. But hey, let's look at the resumes.
For audio purposes, the left team is 27-7 this year, 8th in the net, 6th in resume metrics. They're 6-3 against quad 1A teams, 10-6 against quad 1, 6-1 against quad 2, 11-0 versus quad 3 and 4, 25th strength of schedule, 324th non-con strength of schedule. Not listed on this graphic. The left team's road record is 5-5. On the right side, this right team is 27-7, 7th in the net. Resume's 4th. Quad 1A record is 4-2. They're 9-3 against quad 1. They're 7-4 against quad 2. 11-0 against quad 3 and 4. 35th in strength of schedule and 26th in non-con strength of schedule. And their road record is 8-2. First off, the question that I'm going to ask to both of you guys, what resume do we like better?
I'll fit your narrative right now because I have a ton of questions, but we could save that for another episode.
Oh, I'm not trying to build any narrative.
No, I'm just saying, like, I would question.
All.
No. I'm not saying you specifically. No, I'm saying I would question what is quad 1, quad 2, quad 3. I would also question the strength of schedule metrics they use and the non-conference strength of schedule that they use.
I'm just giving you what they use.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. You can't be able to answer that right now. But I this is what I mean by talking the other day of saying I don't trust the numbers even before they start this. But I do enjoy what we're doing here. Who do I think is better is the team on the right.
Mac.
Left. 6 quad 1A wins. And not in that resume, 2 wins over number 1 in America.
All right, Mac. What's the team on the left?
Iowa State, and the one on the right, North Carolina. And it should also be known their 8 road wins are in a average league. That's North Carolina.
All right. Well, Mac just gave his picks for the left and right team. Colby, do you disagree with him on either one of the teams?
No, but I think he brings up a great point. I think that's part of my analysis that why it's hard for me to truly. I enjoy doing this game, but I'm saying like he's right. The road in the ACC is nothing like the road in the Big 12. Just from a tough environment standpoint.
Yeah.
That like there's what would you say are lit environments? Chapel Hill, obviously Duke. I would even say NC State does a good job showing up. But other than that, maybe you throw Clemson in there. The rest are kind of snooze fest.
Virginia Tech's tough to win.
Oh, UVA is too. Yeah. But like Louisville, they didn't have any fans show up this year. So that dilutes
the road
kind of what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I appreciate what you're doing here, and I like this game that we're doing, and I want to continue doing it. But I also question if we're really doing this correctly. Are they paying attention to that? Because I think that matters. Do we have a metric for if the stadium is packed or not? Do we have like what defines a tough road game? If you go on the road to BC, I don't think that's a tough road game. I think anyone could win that game. You know?
Yep. All right. Let's get to the bubble here. Team on the left is 19-14. 25th in the net, 46th in the resume metrics. They're 1-7 against quad 1A teams. They're 3-9 against quad 1, 6-5 against quad 2. Clean resume, no bad losses. They're 10-0 against quad 3 and quad 4. Their strength of schedule is 15th. Their non-conference strength of schedule is 44th. And their road record, again, not listed on the graphic, their road record is 3-7. The team on the right here is 21-13, 57th in the net, 56th in the resume metrics, 3-7 against quad 1A teams. They're 6-9 against quad 1, so that's 3 extra wins against quad 1 than the team on the left. They're 3-4 against quad 2. That's a losing record compared to a winning record on the team on the left. They're also clean in quad 3 and quad 4. They're 12-0 there. Their strength of schedule is 32nd overall and 233rd non-conference. Their road record is also a losing road record, 4-7. My question to you guys, first one, which resume do we like better?
Oh man, I would.
I know who's on the left. I know who's on the left because I've looked at their resume a lot.
My first guess would be St. John's on the left, right?
Hold on. So
yeah,
what one do you like better first?
I think the one on the right, man. I like the 3 quad 1A wins, and I like the 6 quad 1 wins. They don't have any bad losses either.
Well, by this metric, yes. Yeah, I think I kind of a wash, but yeah, I think I would lean right.
All right, now you got Colby guessed the teams first. So you said
I got no idea who's on the right, but a bubble team at 21 wins.
Bubble
Man.
team.
Big East.
Pitt. Oh, Big E. I was saying St. John's Pitt.
So no, incorrect on both. Matt,
Okay.
do you have an idea on either?
It's Sparty's on the left. I know it's Michigan State because I've looked at Michigan State, and that's why I'm like, God damn, other than they have Tom Izzo, their resume kind of sucks. I know that they played a hard schedule. It's the one
I'm really
on the
confused
right.
on that 25th place net. 25th.
Yeah, that's where
net.
I'm confused. It's either it looks like one of those Big East. Is it Providence or Seton Hall? Or Providence?
Max 4-0. He's 4 for 4 picking these.
But you
All
see
right.
my point. Hold on, no, let's go back to that.
Go ahead.
The other day we went through this exercise, and this is why I find it. I don't trust this shit. You know, not your shit, Noah, but I'm saying like Providence has been better this year. I don't think there's any to me. If you go through the schedule,
Agreed.
I don't think anyone that covers college basketball will be able to sell me on Michigan State being better than Providence this year.
Colby, let me lay out a scenario that very well could happen. If I don't think they're going to fuck St. John's because of the Pitino. The money does matter. I know people will be like, oh, they don't take into account bullshit. They want Pitino and they want Izzo in. There's a scenario where the Big East only gets 3 teams in, which would be a complete travesty. That's a fucking joke if they only get 3 teams in, and then say like an ACC gets more than them. Like, what are we watching if we have more ACC teams? And I know NC State's an auto bid, so that kind of dilutes it a little bit. But the Big East should have the second most or be right there. That's the second best league.
Why do we put so much faith in these numbers?
I don't know.
I think these numbers are so subjective. And people one of my worst things with college football or college basketball, and I still want to continue doing this exercise. No, I don't mean to discredit you here. I'm just saying I hate people when I start arguing college football, but ESPN's strength of schedule, and I go, I don't trust that. ESPN has a clear conflict of interest from the fucking start. Why would you ever trust that? And what is the metrics? Because I remember like 4 years ago, Stanford played 12 Power 5 teams on their schedule.
Yeah.
12. I did an article at Sports Gambling Podcast. This is football. 12 game season. They played 12 Power 5s. I did an article for Sports Gambling Podcast that said that's the hardest schedule in the nation. They didn't even have it in their top 15. And I go, what are we missing here?
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me question all the shit they use, because I'm saying, what are we talking about here? What are we doing? Oh, because they're not playing at LSU? Okay, fair. But LSU also plays McNeese and Army. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it makes me question, because if they're using their numbers with basketball too, it's like, well, I don't trust you already based off of football. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's go to the next one.
All right. For the audio listeners, this is again bubble teams. Team on the left is 20-13 overall, 34th in the net, 57th in resume. They're 2-7 against quad 1A, 4-10 against quad 1, 6-2 against quad 2, 10-1 against quad 3 and 4. Their 31st strength of schedule, 172nd in non-con strength of schedule. And this team is 5-6 on the road. The team on the right is also 23-10, 55th in the net, 33rd in resume metrics. They're 1-3 in quad 1A, 2-6 against quad 1 teams, 8-4 against quad 2 teams, a clean 13-0 against quad 3 and 4, 80th strength of schedule, 160th non-con strength of schedule. This team's road record is also 5-6. First question, what resume do we like better?
Well, if it's up to me, I think I go with the left side more.
I'm going left as well, and I know who's on the left. There were two resumes that I really dove into because of who are coaching these teams. I like the quad 1 wins. I think it's a symbol that you play in a really good league. And
but I still like. I would just love if they were able to describe to me the silver lining between the first team on quad 2 and the last team on quad 1, the first team on quad 3.
It's just rankings based.
That's what I'm saying. It makes that dilutes the fuck out of it for me.
I wish they did like the average net number when you beat them, or the average net number of your winners. Colby, you can guess who's on the left.
I'm guessing St. John's. No.
Yeah.
And the team on the right is who?
Pitt? No, 23 wins Virginia. It's Virginia.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Virginia, yeah. I think. Yeah.
St. John's on the left, right. Virginia's on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then throw in the eye test, St. John's. Yes, St. John's better be in over Virginia. Because you can look at the numbers, and that should count for something, but fucking, you got to, if you watch these two teams and you think Virginia should be in over Seton Hall, you need to fucking put a fork in
St. John's.
St. John's, yeah.
Yeah, what I said.
You said Seton Hall.
Seton Hall.
I got cloud brain. Seton Hall should be in over Virginia too.
I think it's one of the greatest things that ESPN did, or not even ESPN, but like they throw these numbers as fact. It's like the recruiting rankings. It's completely subjective. You know what I mean? Like, but they say, well, Texas had the number 1 recruiting class in the nation. It's like, yeah, I'm not buying. I've studied enough that I don't buy into that shit. But yeah. Anyway, next, let's do another one.
Yep. So audio again. Team on the left is 20-14 overall, 42nd in the net, 37th in resume metrics, 3-4 against quad 1A, 7-7 against quad 1, 6-2 against quad 2. They're 7-5 against quads 3 and 4. Their strength of schedule is 18th though, and non-con strength of schedule is 21st. This team's road record is 6-6. The team on the right is 22-11, 41st in the net, 48th in resume metrics. Their quad 1A record is 1-4. Against quad 1, they have a losing 4-6 record. Against quad 2, they're 5-3. They're a little bit cleaner against quad 3 and 4 opponents, 13-2. Their non-con strength of schedule is 343rd. Their strength of schedule is 79th. And their road record is 7-4.
Who's on the left?
Dude, these are two of the more fucked up resumes because of the bad loss. They're bad losses. And when everybody sees who these two teams are, because I think I know who's on the left. I know who's on the right. I'll take the team on the left. Although it's hard to defend the 4 quad 3 and 4 losses, but
yeah,
I do like they got more quad 1 wins. They both have bad losses.
I would take left too, but I
And your guesses for the teams on the left and the right here.
Pitt.
For what
Pitt's
side?
on the right. Pitt's on the right.
Yeah.
And the left?
Colorado.
Is it A&M? Because they got some fucked up losses. Yeah.
MAAC is 6 for 6.
They got some fucked up losses, man. Like I said, man, I was diving into this morning because I'm like, I want to see just some of these quads and Pitt's. I mean, these are two of the more fucked up teams to take the Pitt bias out of it. I mean, the Missouri loss is unacceptable, but then they have all these road wins.
Yeah.
But at the same
time,
for
what it's worth, I have both these teams out. I left both of these teams out.
Well, I would say I would put A&M before Pitt, but it wouldn't be by much.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty close, but I think A&M is better than Pitt.
Second to last graphic here that I have prepared. Team on the left is 20-12 this season, 66th in the net, 50th in the resume, 3-7 against Quad 1A. They're 5-8 against Quad 1, 4-3 against Quad 2, and they're 11-11 or 11-1 against Quads 3 and 4. Their non-con strength of schedule though is 231st, strength of schedule is 30th. Team on the right is 24-10 overall, 24th in the net, 29th in resume. They don't have a single Quad 1A win. They're 0-3 there. They're 4-5 against Quad 1. They're 6-4 against Quad 2, 14-0 against Quads 3 and 4. Their non-con strength of schedule is worse than the team on the left, 262nd. Their strength of schedule overall is 83rd. Team on the left's road record is 5-6. Team on the right's road record is 4-7.
I think I would actually go, man. This is a little tricky. I mean, I guess
I
the
think I
team
go
on the
right,
left,
but not by much.
I don't know. I think I go left, but
You're going, so you're making a lot of arguments for teams earlier on the quality of wins. Team on the left's got 3 Quad 1A wins. The team on the right doesn't have a single
right.
one.
No, you're right. You're right. I'd probably go back to the left the more you think about it. No, but I do like the Quad 1A wins. I think that means a lot. But the team on the right does have 4 Quad 1 wins, which is good. But yeah, give me the team on the left.
Colby?
I think I lean left, but I mean, I would need to dive into their schedules to really shit on these numbers. But yeah, I lean left.
Do we have any guesses on these teams, left and right?
Left, Seton Hall.
I was going to guess that. I think it's Seton Hall.
How about the right team?
Because they got the wins over Marquette, UConn,
right? Colorado or New Mexico or something.
Yeah, the right to Colorado because they showed the resume on the game tonight.
Oh,
yeah, they showed the game. Yeah.
See, my pushback with this, and I would put, if I was on the committee, I would put Seton Hall in over Colorado, even though I think Colorado's I actually think Colorado's got a better roster than Seton Hall. But here's where the shit. I want your guys' opinion on this. You only play your conference schedule.
Yeah.
And that's where, to me, it gets. I mean, yes, you have a non-conference schedule, but that's kind of out of your control on who's good and who's not.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if you gave Colorado a Big East schedule, I think they would have wins against Big East teams.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's, and I'm not talking about just Georgetown and DePaul. Colorado is talented enough. They would probably they'd get up one game and beat Marquette or something, and then they'd lose to Xavier.
And win 3 of the 10 games that they play against a Quad 1A opponent.
I actually think if you threw them in there, they'd probably do exactly what Seton Hall did, if not better, or probably similar. And that's what makes me really put a lot of faith in I lose a lot of faith in their numbers because it says, well, this is that, but I'm like, man, I don't know. We just saw Houston join the Big 12. We saw BYU do that, right?
Yeah.
We'll see how Oklahoma and Texas do in the SEC next year. I don't I think that they can prop that shit up in their favor. I really do. I mean, I still think I would vote in Seton Hall this year, but I actually believe if Noah's statement is like you're trying to get the best teams in, I think Colorado's a much better threat to anyone in the NCAA tournament than Seton Hall.
Well, I say that loosely because I like to look at resume stats too. What I mean by best teams is strictly in the mid-major conferences. I want 1 seeds winning because they won the regular season. That's what I mean by that. Last graphic here that I have prepared. This one is quite fun. Both teams have very good records. Team on the left is 25-8. They're 33rd in the net. They're 26th in the resume metrics. They're 1-1 against quad 1A teams. They're 2-2 against quad 1, 7-3 against quad 2, and they're 16-3 against quads 3 and 4. They're 99th strength of schedule and 51st in non-con strength of schedule. The team on the right is 27.
Right, Indiana State, right?
Yeah. The team on the right's 27-6, 30th in the net, 41st in the resume. They're 0-2 against quad 1A opponents. They're 1-4 against quad 1, 4-1 against quad 2. They're 22-1 against quads 3 and 4, with the 130th overall strength of schedule, 187th non-con strength of schedule. The team on the left's road record is 5-5. The team on the right's road record is 9-4. Which resume do you guys prefer?
The one on the left. Although they got some bad losses, though. I mean, they got three in that.
It's very even to me. It's very even to me. But I guess I would go left based on those numbers you provided me. But it's pretty. This is probably the most even one I've seen.
And what are your guesses on the two teams?
Right, I told you it was Indiana State. Left, I don't know. I mean,
FAU.
Yeah, it could be FAU. Yeah.
Left team is FAU. Right team is Indiana State.
Now,
and if you go eye test, what do you think, Colby?
I think Indiana State's better.
I think they're pretty even. I still think FAU.
No, they are pretty even, but I would lean
Arizona, yeah.
I like Florida Atlantic based on eye test. I also think I prefer their resume to Indiana State.
I think the resume though is kind of, once again, I would agree based on these numbers, but I also think that's unfair to Indiana State.
At the same time, though, FAU earned the opportunity to be able to schedule against some of the teams
based on last year.
And this year they performed. They did very well in the non-con. They shit themselves in conference play.
True, but they also just lost to Temple.
That's what I said. They shit themselves in conference
play. I mean, at least Indiana State lost to a very good team that's going to be in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say Temple could be in the NCAA tournament, but I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Temple would be like a 14.
I hope they're both in. I think they both should be in.
They're not going to get in, especially with what happened today.
Indiana State's resume doesn't really line up with. They're better than Texas A&M and Pitt, in my opinion. But when I put them up against like St. John's, when I put them up against Seton Hall, Colorado, I even gave like Michigan State has a head-to-head victory over Indiana State. I like Providence over Indiana State too. I just think there were too many stolen bids to get really deep in the bubble this year.
Unfortunately, I think Noah's right.
Yeah, I think Noah's right too. But I would still say that I think it's unfair from the start. No one's going to schedule Indiana State.
Sure.
Like Indiana 100%. State's not going to have the opportunities. So like you're working with a jaded deck from the fucking start.
I agree.
You know, I know I just brought this up, but I can't bring this up enough to me to alert my numbers or the numbers that they give out. I would be in arguments with people on Twitter or whatever. They say, well, Florida or LSU or whoever's got the hardest schedule in the nation, according to ESPN, which also ESPN's FPI or whatever, which also, has the SEC, but Stanford played 12 Power Fives and 12 games. There was no metric. I understand that Alabama is better than Arizona State, but I also understand that McNeese or Samford and fucking New Mexico State back then, not last year, were awful, or UMass were on the schedule. And there was no metric to compare the fact that you have to play when you're still a Power Five. You still have a Power Five roster, and to go up against that 12 times. It made me question the whole fucking system. And anyone that just quotes that as fact, I think is fucking stupid because they're not looking at it logically. Now, yes, the SEC is better than the Pac-12, but if you're playing an FCS or two and UMass, who's basically an FCS, then it ruins everything that you could, in a way, it dilutes all your other shit. And if you're not accounting that for the fact that, Stanford's playing at Baylor or whoever, it just makes me question who the fuck is running. Like what is the system? Put my tinfoil hat on. Folks, we're the college basketball experience. We'll be in Vegas. Come out. I'll buy you a fucking beer. All right.
Well, before that, reaction show tomorrow to the bracket. We'll be live like 15 minutes after the bracket's finalized.
Yeah. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. 800 people in here. Hit all that shit. Noah Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone and looking forward to tomorrow's show, even though I know we'll be pissed off some way. I
don't think I'm gonna be as pissed off this year. I really don't. Like, unless they pull some shit out of their ass like they did last year and they put NC State in over a couple other teams.
Well, NC State's in, so you should be pissed. Anyway,
don't put Pitt in, or I'm gonna fucking come in hot.
Until next time, guys. We're grateful. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. We're going live tomorrow too, talking it. And yeah, I've been talking all fucking day. We're grateful. All 750, 700 and whatever trillion billion people that are in here. We're grateful. And yeah, till tomorrow. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
I lost a bet on the Super Bowl, so I had to dive in and crawl around through the snow. Don't believe me? Believe me, there's a video. We made it to promote March 5th and then we did the show. Before March, there was a winter to be lived through, and snow fell on the DC metropolis. In some other cities, this wouldn't be big news, but where I live, it felt like an apocalypse. Not the kind where zombies or the wrath of God, but the kind where Mother Nature doesn't laugh it off. I didn't laugh at all. I saw the sky smoking the blunt now, waiting for the ash to fall. Traffic stalled for a few weeks. Capitol Hill of snow taking up a parking space. A couple notches on the beltway ain't unique, but higher in freezes get more than your heart to race. I mean, the rats were frostbitten, they lost it, risking their lives just to make it to the office. Exhausting, caustic, cold front rose up through the mid-Atlantic and did its damage. Detective Baylor didn't expect a camera and brought a gun to a snowball fight. I know my rights in the seasonal mood swing. Some of us winning, some of us losing. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter so I can stay warm with you. That broken clock's been blinking since